This is a very, very special time of the year. And it's about, that spirit that the angels fill us all with, to open our hearts a little bit more, to be kinder and loving, and to, in a sense, be a little more generous, even to those that would say they have nothing. Generosity, kindness, not being selfish is just so incredible. It just fills your heart. And this time of the year, the angels are pouring from the heavens. They're dropping those little balls of light, on every home, no matter whether it's a house or an apartment or a box or a car. Dropping those balls of light and helping us to feel the spirit of Christmas, of giving and not being selfish in any way. And just one thing, God has always taught me, and the angels, they would always say to me from the time I was so tiny, give with a pure heart and expect nothing in return. And that's what I would love you all to do this Christmas. From now on, it's like a kind word and expect nothing in return. Try your best not to be selfish in any way. Just allow, the love that is inside of you, the hope, that you can release that love out into the world and, in a sense, allow that spirit of Christmas bounce back on you. It's like, being in a queue, when you're paying for something, and suddenly somebody in front of you is giving back a few groceries. And you can see, how stressful that is for the mother or the father or whoever it is. And not to be selfish and say, I'll cover those few little groceries that you're short of in money. And expect not even a thank you. And lots of people tell me that they find that very hard. But imagine you this Christmas giving yourself the spirit of Christmas, allowing it to touch you and allowing yourself to give with a pure heart and expect nothing in return. I would just love to see more of that in the world today. You see it with children. I love at Christmas time being in a supermarket or being in a shop or, out walking and seeing children sharing, and they're not judging in any way. And that is, one of the magical things, giving with a pure heart and expecting nothing in return. You're not judging, you're not being selfish, you're not condemning. You're just giving. How would I say it? You're giving with such love, with such empathy, with such understanding. You're giving a gift of hope. You're lifting somebody up in their life. You're giving them the chance. I would say the chance to live. You're saving someone's life. Because I remember so many times at this time of year, having no food in the house, and praying to God and saying to God, what am I going to do? Where is the food going to come from? Where is a little bit of fuel going to come from for the fire? Because we didn't have central heating, it was just a fire, a blanket. All those little things, and giving a mom and a dad, a child, hope. That's what the spirit of Christmas is, and just watching those angels dropping those balls of light on every home, and they exploding, that's the only way I can say it. All these sparks of light, and I always say going into every nook and cranny in that home, and touching everybody. And I always notice when I walk down the road, or I'm out and about, how would I say this? I'd notice that on someone's home, the angels have already dropped that ball of light because the person would be different. I would say to you, you become a little happier, a little bit more contented and at peace within yourself. No matter what the situation is for you, you see the light of hope. And one thing I love about those angels, when God opens the gates of heaven just a tiny little bit, those enormous two angels pushing that gate back just that tiny little bit, and this incredible light stream of angels coming to drop those balls of light on every home in the world. And I love that too, because I have to smile. It doesn't matter whether you believe in God or not, or angels, and it doesn't matter what religion you are. Those angels still drop that ball of light on your home, wherever you are living. And to me, that is incredible. You know, at this time of the year, God is giving us another opportunity to open our hearts to each other. And I guess that is what it's about, you know, giving with a pure heart and expecting nothing in return. And I suppose over all of the years, I have learned not to judge. I don't judge, I just love. I don't care what others think of you or even what you think of yourself. I just love you. And love is priceless. Remember all of those gifts that we are really looking for at this time of the year. It's love, it's hope, it's peace. Someone to have compassion and understanding for us, forgiveness. That is what I would say is giving with a pure heart and expecting nothing in return. So just look out your window, or maybe you're walking down the street, and allow yourself to know that those angels are dropping that ball of light on every single home. And know as well that if there's a member of the family missing, which I love this, in any home, the angels will be back again and they will drop another ball of light. That light of hope and love, that light of the spirit of Christmas, to be able to help each other, to be able to give, not to be selfish in any way. I just love Christmas. You know, that God opens those gates of heaven just that little bit more, just that little bit. It does seem like it's only about that width, because those gates are enormous, and they're like enormous stone full of sparks of light. And just seeing those two enormous angels pushing those doors to one side, just that little bit, and then seeing those angels streaming through that, sometimes I would say through that tiny little opening, but yet that tiny little opening must be enormous too. And those angels are already here. They're already filling you with the spirit of Christmas, of love. And it is a very special time of the year. It reminds us of a child being born, of a child being innocent, of a child needing love and comfort, a child being born pure, as every child is. So I just want to say, just keep it in your heart and allow the spirit of Christmas to touch you. Don't push it away. Don't say, I don't want. Allow it to touch you and allow it to fill you with some joy, peace and love. and allow yourself to smile. So I'm just going to say God bless and I love you. Bye-bye.